What's up guys, it's Devani and welcome back to another Pokemon Duel video. Today I'm gonna be showing you guys 3 matches with this deck. I'm gonna dive deep into the deck really later on, but now we have 3 boxes and we have a special wheel to spin. I saved these boxes for the video to like motivate myself to make a video. You gotta make a video with this deck. And we have some boosters to do open at the start of the video, so let's do that now. Alright, the first box. I'm gonna put the music a little bit less loud. Okay, so we're gonna get an Apom from the purple box, but that's not what we're here for. We're here for the double rainbow. I had a conversation in X-Clan, and I told them if they only can guess only once. But if they guess the EX or UX, one guess per person, right from one of these 2 boxes, they will be gifted the $5 gift cards. So I'll just only say them if I pull one of these things. They said Registeel was not on their list, but it's not a really good pull. Not happy with Registeel. We can get something better. Come on, second box. We can get something better than Registeel. We can definitely get something better than Registeel. Blastoise. Tarvold got Blastoise. I'm gonna message him right now. Tarvold got it, so he will get a $5 gift card. Not even joking, I'll just contact with him if he wants and Dordo Apple and what country he's in. But he got the Blastoise, so Tarvold got it, one guess. Very exciting, so that's what it is. Right. So I'm $5 poorer. No, I don't mind. It's just for fun. It's for gigs. It's very funny. Just for laughs and gigs. I don't really mind. It's $5. All right. Anyways, let's get into the matches. So first, before we get into the matches, sorry, I want to talk about the deck a little bit. Okay, so everyone obviously knows how correct marks work and stuff, and how to exclude with Kartana. Everyone knows that already. But I have this deck. You might like, oh, Rocket Rob is running exactly. No, Rocket Rob, I asked for my opinion and I shared this deck with him and I did some like slight tweaks. First I had a Scissor and a Heracross and I changed it to Poipole and Dawnlings. Okay, what this deck is doing, I'm trying to give crack marks with the 2 Sharpedos. And yes, I only have 2 Sharpedos, but they give crack markers when they battle. If they're not affected by a special condition, attach a cracked marker to any Pokemon that battles it. Okay. So I don't really need like more of these things. With Triple Heracross I did like the same, but then I had triple of them. I have 3 of them, just because, yeah, because it was not like after every battle. They have to be next to them after the battle. Then if you get like Moon Guy's Beam, it also doesn't work. This one is a guaranteed one. And then I have the Kartanas to send them to the Ultra Space. If we encounter fire type figures, we cannot do that because Kartana's ability reads blah blah. If it has the correct marker, move them to the Ultra Space if they're knocked out, excluding fire type Pokemon. And that's why also I bought 1 Sharpedo and 1 Mega Sharpedo. The Mega Sharpedo, if we can read on Mega Sharpedo, we have to do it like this. Let's read up on him. And I have leveled the other one to level 8, and this one to level 5, because I don't have that much Carbonite. I use all my Carbonite from the monthly rankings to level up 1 Mega Sharpedo. That's definitely worth it. Alright, so Fang Finale. If the battle opponent has a cracked marker on, exclude the battle opponent from the duel. And also in the ability, no restrictions. No restrictions. This one cannot, Mega Sharpedo cannot banish Arceus and stuff, but it can also banish Celebi. It doesn't have to knock him out to get the exclusion. For example, if you attack a Steelix with a cracked marker on it, and you get the Fang Finale, which doesn't outdamage him, 170 versus 170, and if he has some chain levels, 171 maybe, you're not gonna be able to knock it out with Fang Finale. But the thing is, oh wait, it might be 150. But anyways, if you don't knock it out, or if it gets knocked out by Grass Knot, you get knocked out, of course, but they will still be excluded. You don't have to get the knockout, because it's what it says. It doesn't specify after a knockout. If the battle opponent has a correct marker, excluded from the duel. It's not like Reshiram and Zekrom. If they're knocked out and you have both attacks, like Fusion Flare and Fusion Bolt on the field, they will get excluded. So if you get knocked out with Zekrom and you hit Fusion Bolt and Zekrom or Victini is on the board, you will not get the exclusion if you don't knock them out. But with this thing you will. So that is very nice. So if you get a crack mark, you don't have to worry about getting out damaged or about Celebies that you cannot move to the Ultra Space if they have a Grass Sphere. Mega Sharpedo can. Talk about my plays, I also running the Poipo for Kartana and the Crossman Dawnwings. It's a good goalie. The Ultra Burst not really needed, so I did not really bother putting it in. Max Revive is important because I want to get my Sharpedos out more and more and more, and maybe some Kartana if like I know I can exclude it right now if there's like a Celebi and being annoying without a Grass Sphere. I'm gonna Max Revive and I'm gonna move to the Ultra Space. So Max Revive can be really good in this deck. Long Throw, didn't really need it because I have a lot of support figures against rush decks with the double Kartana and the Poipo at the start of the game, so I can put some pressure on them and they can hardly put pressure on me, so Long Throw is fine. Gold Block is good because I can Gold Block Sharpedo and then if they attack they are getting a crack marker guaranteed, even if they attack from range with another Kartana or Aegis Slash. Yeah, and Dawnwings, if you want Dawnwings back in the goal you can, so that's why I have Gold Block. X-Speed for Kartana if I want to exclude purple heavy figures. And the double chance is either to go for the Poipo Blue or to like get Fang Finale or something like that. Air Balloon, start of the game, if I go up against a rush deck, I Air Balloon Dawnwings right to my goal. Or I can also use Air Balloon Poipo to start of the match if I go first. So that's that. And then the Scoop Up is very tactical. I can use it with Scoop Up if I don't have Poipo on the board, if the opposition has like a Primal Kyogre and it's like gone right away. I can use Scoop Up to reset my Kartana's ability. And I can also use Scoop Up to clear the status for my Sharpedo, because with the status they cannot provide crack markers on the opposition. So that's basically the deck I'm using, so let's go into the first match. I'll be right back. Alright, the first match is against let's play this match. Alright, so I stopped it for a second. Okay, I'm gonna use an X-Speed with Kartana right away because I think Red Courier is very annoying. It is very annoying, so let's get rid of it straight away. If I would have played defensively, this Red Courier could have been a major problem, so I wanted to get rid of it right away. Let's see if the opponent has some threats that I have to deal with. Maul can be a pain. It's hard to do anything with it. It can be really annoying, especially his Mega, which can outdamage like everything. So I need to be aware of that. Celebi can be annoying because I cannot exclude it with the Grass Sphere. Dawnwings, it's fine since it has increased the white, which could be annoying if I cannot get the gold on purple with Kartana. And then Aegis Slash, it's annoying, but most of it they're not like any hard counters, so I should be good. So let's just play this match. I got a good place right at the bat, getting rid of that Red Courier. Let's see how Maul reacts to my play. So he's going to go with the Aegis Slash, good play. Gonna probably get rid of my Kartana. Let's see, yep, he gets rid of it. Let's see what I did here. Oh, I put the Sharpedo in here because if he attacks me, I'm gonna pause it right there. I put the Sharpedo right there because if he tries to de-evolve and go next here, and if he wants to attack me, he gets the correct marker. And if he's in shield form and he has like Half-Witch Will is gold or purple, what I can then do is I can then double chance with Kartana, move right over there, and try to get rid of this thing and move into the Ultra Space. But he didn't, so he put the Celebi down there, so I had to go defensively with Dawnwings. I think I moved Dawnwings further to go. He attacks my Sharpedo. Good play, bad play, I'm not really sure. It's debatable, but he gets the roll, so I have to cover my goal with Dawnwings. But now this Celebi has a cracked marker, so I'm gonna go with my Kartana, gonna double chance. If I get my gold, I'm pretty much good. Unless he gets the backtrack, so like praying for my gold. Perfect. So Kartana gets rid of the Celebi. Stupid onion. Stupid onion, angry onion, get out of here. You know what I mean. So Poipo my Poipo goes defensively. I put another Sharpedo down, same reason as I said last time. And this model is a problem because I have to max survive because Cortana is a bad matchup and I want to save the Cortana for the exclusions. He makes a good play by making use of that advantage because I don't have any good figures to match up against his Malo. And he gets the knockout here. Yeah, he gets the knockout there. So now I want to use my Z move. So I'm attacking to build up my Z gauge. That's what I'm trying to do. And opposition makes a play here, and I don't really know what he was doing because he gets a trickery, but he decides not to shift. He decides not to shift. And maybe he thought that I would have 222 Ultra Blade, but that's only if I have 2 figures in the Ultra Space, and it was only 1 in the Ultra Space, and 111 times 1 is just still 111, so I think he thought about that math wrong. Like, I think he calculated it wrong. But anyways, I'm fine with that, because now I'm gonna Bloom Boom against this Mawile. And I have 100% odds to move into the Ultra Space. And you're like, oh, why can Mawile move to the Ultra Space? It cannot be moved. It cannot be moved due to attack effects. But Cortana's effect of the Ultra Space is part of his ability and not of the attack Ultra Blade. So that works out in my favor. I'm gonna move up this Poipole. Don't know why. Yeah, it's fine. So I move up the Sharpedo. He's gonna use an Air Balloon. I think he's using AI right now at this point. But trust me, there are better matches coming. I have 3 matches. I have better matches coming. We have better opponents. But now he's gonna attack me. And he's gonna knock me out. That's fine. And I'm gonna go with the Cortana. I'm gonna go after this Dawn Wings. And I don't get the roll, but that's fine because it's still a 4v2 situation. It's looking very good in my favor. And it gets a Photon Geyser. That's not very nice, but it's better than a Moon Geyser beam, I guess. So I know I have 2 figures in the Ultra Space, so I'm going after this Arceus. Going after it. Want to get the exclusion, and boom! Ultra Blade 206, getting rid of that Arceus. Move right to the Ultra Space, back to heaven, where you were made, the god of Pokemon. It's gonna go for a never-ending nightmare. I cannot damage it if I hit my 103. Nope, I don't. Because I would have been hitting for 309. But didn't work because that was like the only play he could have made. If he made the purple Z move, I could have hit my gold. Those chances were a little bit better. So he's gonna attack me. Get the Toxic. No BM because I cannot take the goal because I am Photon Geysered. So I cannot use my ability. So I have to attack into him. Get the Vacuum Wave and boom. Quadruple exclusion weight loss. So I have to admit I got some very, very lucky spins this game. Opponent made some misplays. Anyways, I think I played that okay-ish, but I could have been better. Let's move on to the second match. Alright, the second match is against a fake X-Clan member. Boo! X Factor. People in X say he's a fake X-Clan member. If you're actual real member, just come to me and say you're real because we all don't think you're real. But anyways, we're playing against X Factor. I'm gonna rush with my Poipole because there are no real opposing rushing threats at this point. I don't really mind. So I'm gonna set up the Sharpedos. I know he has the Megadactyl. Wait a minute. I made a huge misplay right there. Hold on a second. I made a huge misplay. I wanna go back and watch that. Because I think I made it a giant misplay. Hold up. Yeah. This thing, oh, it doesn't have the Mega Aerodactyl. But I was not paying attention. This Mega Aerodactyl could have just moved on the entry point if he had the Mega. I did not pay attention to that. So that if he did that and he won the game like that, I would have still goal blocked, but that loss would have been on me. So I make a dumb play, but luckily he does not have Mega Aerodactyl, and now I cover up goal because I think I realized it. Can't really remember this game that much. But I move on the goal now. Pretty safe and sorry. Alright. He attacks my Poipole, good play, gets a knockout. Nothing I really could have done there. Gonna attack the Steelix, gonna try to get a crack marker on him. He gets the Rock Polish against my Aqua Jet. That is very nice because that basically lets me put a free crack marker on him without getting knocked out or without knocking him out. What does he want? Probably trying to kill it. And what do I do? XP Katana? Okay, okay. I think, okay. What I probably should have done, let me go back and watch it. I get the roll, but that doesn't matter because I should have done something else. What I probably should have done is I maybe would have went for Mega Sharpedo and go there, and then get the Fang Finale, because then if I get the advantage, I also have the entry point. Debatable. I don't know. Both plays were solid. It doesn't. Both plays are not risky for me, so I think it's fine. Okay, so right now this thing has a crack marker too, and I don't have Poipo on the board. And if I put out Poipo, he can get away. So let's see what I do. I think I maxified the Poipo, but I'm not sure. No, I moved back because I know the other one still has the ability. Moving him up because I want to get rid of this Zork because he has a crack marker, and from range, cross counter does not work. So it's gonna get the Sky Drop, getting the marker, and I get a Z move. So he takes us around, and now I go for a Balloon Doom. Come on, please don't land taunt. Please don't land the taunt. Please don't land the taunt. Let's go. Get the Balloon Doom against the miss. Whoop! See you later. Into Ultra Space. So already have 2 figures excluded, I think. Yeah, 2 figures excluded, so that means my damage is now up. But that doesn't matter. I'm going in for the double chance, going in against the Zork. Let's see what he does. Night Days, I'm like, come on, don't let him miss, don't let him miss. I mean, it's fine, I don't get knocked out, but I get the roll. Ultra Blade, 206. Now that's 3 in the Ultra Space. Going in against the Altaria, want to get this spin. Come on. Miss. I'm like, okay, we can try this again. We can go for this again. Not a problem. And he makes a great play by going in with the Rocky Helmet. And this Gyarados can be a problem, because I think he has the Mega. Let me check if he has the Mega Gyarados. Let me check if he has Mega Gyarados. No, he does not have Mega Gyarados, but the Hurricane can get rid of both of my figures. So I'm like, oh crap. All he has to do is get the Hurricane and then Hydro Vortex my Poipo. So I'm like, oh, I can go for this play against Altaria. But if I lose that roll, I probably lose the game. So I think I maxified the Katana. I know he doesn't have good odds of knocking him out, but I mean, it's fine. So he goes in for the Hydro Vortex. Yeah, and yeah. That's it. Just Ultra Blade, man. Just Ultra Blade. So underrated. So I go in with the Sharpedo. He maximizes his Gyarados. And now I'm like, okay, maxify it. Bring it on. And I'm going to attack into him. Give him a crack marker. Doesn't matter what outcome of the spin it is. He will be cracked. Waterfall, I'm gonna move over. That's fine, I guess, because I'm still on the board. Double chance from the Gyarados, good play. Trying to get a knockout. And he has to go get a white, otherwise he's gonna be moved to the Ultra Space. And miss. And that is 4. Another game, 4 exclusion. Can we make it 5? Mega Altaria, and here he's like, okay. I am not attacking this Mega Altaria. Because, come on. Okay, so I attack Eevee. Don't get the roll. 444. Insane. Okay, I want to go back 1 turn. I can. So I win the game. But let me go back 1 turn. So with this, if I don't attack this Altaria, and if he wants to attack, he cannot, because if he attacks this thing, Sharpedo goes in the goal. If I attack Sharpedo, I can get Kartana on the goal. So I really have to just let these figures stay there. It's pretty much fine. So I attack the Eevee, because that's the only thing that can still move. And if I knock out the Eevee, all we can do is move Altaria, or maybe use a plate. But that's pretty much it. So he goes and attacks me, and that is gonna be game. I mean, I'm sure he's like, oh well, I lost. Eevee cannot do anything against this. Oh, so I'm gonna get on the base with Kartana. Game number 2, 4 exclusions. Now let's go into the 3rd match, and the 3rd match was against an X-Clan member, and he has a pretty good counter against my deck. I was playing that game during breakfast. I mostly play like 1 or 2 games during breakfast when I wake up. And when I saw his deck, I was like, I almost like had that meme. I was like that meme like who spits cereal. I almost spit my cereal because that deck was a fully counter to my deck, and it was like a pain. And I was like, oh my god, can I just please forfeit and just get out of here? Let's watch that match. All right, last match of the day is gonna be against X Squish. X Squish using a, let's pause it right away, using a fire type deck. So why is this deck a nightmare to face with my deck? First of all, 1, 2, 3, 4 fire types. What can Kartana not do? Move fire types to the ultra space. Like, oh my, this is gonna be annoying. The only thing how to get rid of these fire type figures will be to use the Fan Finale. That's the only way to get rid of figures. And I'm like, okay, I'm definitely not going to be able to banish something, so I should not even be going for that. I just need to play it out. Yeah, and he probably will win. And let's just watch the match because it's really interesting. I made some massive misplays during the match, so I can also learn from that. But I started with the air balloon because I know, like, if I can exclude, I just have to rush them. I just have to rush them when I can. I rush them when I can. So I attack with him, and I want to get a marker on it, because if I can Mega Sharpedo, I can get rid of it. Let me text something. So I get the crack marker, and he's gonna go offensive. I'm gonna defend, and I'm like, okay, let's put another crack marker on him. Can we get another washout? We get the knockout, I mean, that's fine. Get the knockout is fine. And I'm going after the 15. I'm like, if I can get this knockout too, I should be solid. But oh, he gets the V-Create against the Aqua Jet. Gets a crack marker, but I'm gone. And I'm like, okay, well, that's one of the figures that can exclude stuff. And I'm going in with the Mega Sharpedo, trying to get the exclusion on this guy. I'm like, come on, get the Fang Finale, get it done. And he gets this string wrap. I'm like, okay, if he moves 2 spaces, I'm pretty much shitted because I cannot reach it then. So we're going attack with Dawn Wings. And I get a Toxic, which is exactly what I wanted. Like, that's the only good roll I could have gotten there. So I'm going in with the double chance, trying to get that Fang Finale because I want to get at least 1 exclusion. Get the liquidation, going in again. Come on, Fang Finale, please. Another liquidation, and he gets the U-turn. That's super bad because now he can also switch and remove the cracked figure, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be one of those games. Oh, it's gonna be one of those games. So I'm gonna Ultra Protection, I'm gonna go right there, and I'm going in with the Max Revive because I want to get another cracked marker on him, so I can go in again for the Fang Finale. Get the burn. It's not good because when these things are burned and they have the tornadoes, my purple and my gold can be turned to misses. So that's pretty bad. I'm moving Kartana, so I can attack from range if he wants to attack my Sharpedo. Gets the Never Ending Nightmare, good play. That's like the only way of getting through this deck at that point. But I get a very lucky Toxic, and I'm like, okay. I mean, I didn't need the Toxic, but that's the only way I could have lived a Z move. No things are in Ultra Space, but I tried to get gold on purple, but it didn't work. Double chance. I guess the Photon Guys, he's gonna go for that Moon Guys beam. Can he get the Moon Guys beam? No. I mean, the Photon Guys wouldn't really have mattered, so it was worth going for it since he was already poisoned. Noxious, I mean. So, not really that risky. So I'm gonna wash out, put him ready next to the other Sharpedo, because if I Mega Sharpedo the left one, then I can go for Fang Finale again. So I'm like setting it up, because he has weight, he cannot move away. There's nothing he can do against that. So I first want to protect against Dawn Wings. Very good play, trying to get rid of me before I can, or get the Evo. Doesn't get the Evolve, cannot get rid of the cracked marker. So I'm gonna move him away, and I'm gonna go for it. Come on, Mega Sharpedo. Let's get this. So, like, 3rd time is a charm. I mean, 4th time is a charm, because I already had 3 chances. And I cannot even get to land on the gold. I'm like, okay, that's good, that's fantastic. Now he gets the Evo, and his cracked marker is gonna be gone. So now only the 2 Victinis are cracked, and I can't really reach them right now at this point. It's gonna go for a Shattered Psyche. Wait a minute, I think I'm gonna misplay in the next 2 turns. It's just gonna move right there, and I'm gonna use a Scoop Up. Okay, hold up, I made a misplay, I think. Can Mega Sharpedo move over other figures if it's status? Nope, so that was a good play. I had to Scoop Up because he was status, he cannot move over the Volcarona, and I had to Scoop Up. Maybe he's gonna move his Volcarona down, but it protects nicely. And at this point I realized I can no longer get any exclusions. Besides maybe this one or this one if I get lucky. But nothing is in Ultra Space, so Cortana doesn't deal that much damage. So I'm like, okay, well, there goes the exclusion plan, because even if I knock this Volcarona out, I will be burned, and my smallest slice is Fang Finale, so if I get burned, I cannot even get the Fang Finale again, so I'm like, well, that's whatever. So I'm just gonna move up, because I don't really care about trying to exclude stuff. I get the Ultra Patient, it's fine, I get to survive. I think I take that spot, yep, because I can then replace the goal if he Moon Guys beams my Dawn Wings. That's why I did that. Get a very lucky spin against the Victini. I mean, very lucky, but get a fortunate roll. Chances were pretty high for me there. Good play, attacking me to burn me. I get burned and I get a marker. And I'm like, okay, if he max survives Victini and he gets the exclusion, I'm gonna be in a very bad spot. So it goes in. I get the liquidation. I'm like, okay, nice. So now I can get the entry point. Now I can prevent those things to come on the field. I don't think he has a long throw. I don't know. And I make a misplay here. Let's go back and watch that. That's pretty funny. Let's go back, because that's pretty funny. What I wanted to do, that's a good way to say it, because I did not manage to do it. I wanted to go ahead and Bloom Doom this guy, because then I not only get the goal open, and if I get the goal open, I could go for a kill against his Victini. But then I also clear all my burn conditions. But I forgot I forgot my Poipole has a photon marker, and when Poipole has a photon marker, his ability doesn't work. So his ability of Cortana doesn't reset every single turn. So I forgot he had the photon marker, so that's why it didn't work. So I had to go Bloom Doom, thinking that my Poipole was gonna be supporting me, but I think Poipole wasn't really enjoying his job and he wanted to quit. So that's whatever. And I get the string wrap, which is fine. I'm gonna go for it again, I think, against the Tornadus, because I do want that Tornadus off the board, because it's very annoying, especially against Sharpedo. It can really ruin Sharpedo's wheel. I get the roll, and I clear my status. I'm like, okay, nice. It's gonna go for a great play, Infernal Overdrive, 100% knockout, because I don't deal enough damage. You can get the Evo into Volcarona, and he is definitely going to take that. I'm like, okay, well, now his goal is not open again. So I want to get a washout, move him onto his entry point, and then attack the Volcarona. But I get burned instead of the fact I get the purple, so kind of disappointing there. But I decided to just move on the entry point and let it be. Going to attack the Victini, so I can probably take the entry point next turn. Manages to do it, let's go. So now, I'm not really afraid of these Dawnwings, since I can Gold Block with the Poipole and I should be good. But the fact that Poipole has a photon marker is bad, so now I cannot claim my goal. And I'm like, okay, he did not land the future player. I mean, only Victini was on the board, so it wouldn't really have mattered. I'm going for an X speed. I want to try to get lucky, because I know I can get lucky. And, okay, I'm gonna have to talk about this. Because one time, 2 slices go to a miss, and the other time, only 1 slice go to a miss. But I get the washout. Goes for the goal block. Okay, let's talk about this. Okay. Okay, let's check the wheel slices. Because if this thing is burned, it's gonna be either the Aqua Jet or the washout that becomes a miss, because they both have the same size. Because Tornadus is on the field, and it gives every burned figure a miss instead of their gold attacks. So if my gold becomes a miss, due to the status, because status goes first, if my gold becomes a miss, then he can no longer turn the gold to miss because it's already a miss. But if my washout becomes a miss, then okay, great, my washout is missed, but then my gold is still available, and then my gold is also gonna be a miss. So if my gold becomes a miss due to status, I have the best chances of winning a roll. Alright, let's see. So I'm like praying, come on, one miss, and 2 slices getting a miss. So, and that exactly is the washout slice. So if my gold would have been a miss, I would have been okay there. But that didn't happen, and he goes for a play against Poip. I'm like, come on, blue, blue, blue. Don't get the roll. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just put something in defense. Oh, he goes, I go for the Dawn Wings because I have my Zima ready. I'm like, come on, let's get rid of this Dawn Wings and see if you make the same mistake again. I mean, of course, Squish is a smart player, but let's see what he does. He power battles. I'm like, okay. And then I realize my blue is my smallest slice, and this is a 100% knockout if he gets damage. Oh well. I'm like, okay, great, but how are you gonna get rid of Dawn Wings with this thing? So I'm just gonna move Dawn Wings on the go. I have gold block. Goes for a good play, savage spin out against the Kartana. I'm like, okay. He's gonna be able to move all his figures onto my side of the board, and I'm gonna lose this match. So I'm like, alright. This is great. So I'm gonna move him to Sharpedo, gonna move the other Sharpedo just to defend. He's gonna get his Dawn Wings back, and I'm like, oh no. His Dawn Wings is gonna cause some havoc. He's gonna get a lot of Moon Guys beams. I'm gonna attack this thing, because if I get a washout, I can put some pressure on him. That's what I wanted to do. To like clear his pressure. So he's gonna start playing defensively. Gets a crack marker. I'm like, come on, gold and purple. Don't get a gold and purple. So he's gonna go ahead and then go there. I'm gonna have to go again. I don't really have any other moves to do. And I get a miss. I'm like, okay, well, what am I gonna do now? Let's stop it right here. We'll stop right there. So my gold becomes a miss because of Dawn Wings. Get a lucky Photon Geyser. Luckily, no Moon Guys beam because that would have been the game right away. What I am trying to do, I see his goal is wide open. I see he has no goal block anymore. Sorry, that's Siri. He has no goal block anymore. So if I go ahead and go on his side of the board, all he can do is defend with the Volcarona. And I'm like, okay, how can I get to the other side of the board as fast as I can? Shattered Psyche. I'm like, okay, if I attack the Volcarona from right here, I can Shattered Psyche to this spot. He does not have any Ultra Burst plates. So if I move right there, the only thing that can defend the goal is the Volcarona. I'm like, okay, we need to move this thing over here. So Dawn Wings cannot take my goal. I need to move Sharpedo to this spot. And then I need to go for it. But I need to get a lot of lucky spins. So let's see what happens. He moves Volcarona. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Because he moved Volcarona, I'm like, okay, come on. One spin. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm like, okay, get there, get away, get watched out, Shattered Psyche, let's win the game. Gotta move on, attack the Volcarona. I'm like, come on, damage. And I get the damage, and I'm like, oh yes. I move right there, and that's checkmate. Whew! Put the sweat off my forehead, because that was a sweaty match. You know, well played, Squish. Good counter to my deck, well played. But yeah, if he saw that Shattered Psychic coming and he just put some pressure and he kept Volcarona at the backside, I don't think I could have won. No, there was no way for me to win then. So well played for Squish, except for that last part, but other than that he played it perfectly. And there was like almost no way to get rid of any of his figures, like excluding him or move him to the Ultra Space. There was no way I could do that. So I had to play the long game, I had to play it out, and we pulled it off. So, Tarvel, if you're watching, I will get you a gift card, $5. I will message you on Discord. You probably already have it when you watch this video, but congratulations, Tarvel. And yeah, I'm gonna be playing some more games. Let's see if I can get more gameplay. Maybe try out an electric deck. Let me know if you guys want me to try an electric deck. I can. I have some pass picks left. I can get like Circuitry and Manic Trick. I can give it a go if you guys want it. But that's for now. So, ladies and gentlemen, peace out, guys.